Am I the asshole for refusing to go inside while my neighbor's wife is working out? I don't wanna take too long, I'll just explain quickly. I am 37, moved to a new neighborhood 2 months ago. I served in military for 5 years, after that I worked as a police dispatcher, but I moved out of town and struggled financially and was too busy getting settled to commit to a job. Now I work at the mall as a guard. I work day shifts, I get home at 6 p.m. I live alone, I have a golden retriever who's friendly to the neighborhood. When I get home I usually take a shower, then I sit outside on the porch and check SM or play with my dog or just have a beer while listening to music via my earphones. My next door neighbor is a funny guy, he's married with 3 kids. He seemed nice at the beginning. He talked about how he and the previous owner were old friends and him leaving was devastating. And he repeats the same thing every time he sees me. Plus he had a spare key his old friend gave him for emergencies that he still hasn't given back yet. I'd find the mixer or the vacuum gone, and he even borrows bread and yogurt from my fridge saying the kids wanted it, meaning the kids were inside my house too. I demanded he give it back, but I'm not sure if he made copies. I'm better off changing the locks. He also started making a series of requesties, like asking me to not walk my dog when the kids are playing outside. Asking me to keep my windows closed whenever I see their windows open, etc. Last week, he saw me sitting on the front porch at 7 p.m. and he approached asking if I could go inside for 90 minutes till his wife finishes her workout in their front yard. I asked him what, and he said he felt it was inappropriate for me to sit there while his wife works out. He went on about her not being able to go to gym these days and that she needed space and the front yard was the only space. I told him not to worry, I was just minding my own business, but he threw a fit saying he finds it unacceptable and said he was sure I was making his wife uncomfortable as well. I got really mad. I told him it's my house, I do whatever I want, and that it wasn't my problem and he needed to leave me alone for Christ's sake. He lashed out, implying I was being disrespectful and have no shame. Then asked why he never saw any of my family visit. I told him it's none of his business. That's when he started going from door to door telling neighbors to watch out, and basically spreading rumors about me. I ran by 2 of my neighbors at the supermarket and they avoided me. I kind of laughed because people used to come to me for help, now they're listening to my neighbor ruining my reputation.
Not the asshole. He said he felt it was inappropriate for me to sit there while his wife works out. Narrator: it wasn't. But man, that spare key bit is chilling. Why in the world have you not changed the locks yet? People with that level of entitlement terrify me.
Not the asshole. And change the fucking locks.
Not the asshole. Change your locks immediately, and you may also consider installing cameras.
Not the asshole. I think you now know why the previous owner of your house suddenly left. Not the asshole. First off, call the cops the next time he enters your home. Secondly, you are not the asshole at all for not going inside. I work out in my garage, driveway, and I'd never dream of asking someone to go inside.
Info: just to be clear, your neighbor invites himself and his wife over to your house whenever he or she pleases. If so, not the asshole and change the locks immediately.
NTA. First up, get your locks rekeyed and set security cams. Get on those cans saying stupid stuff, then go post it to your neighborhood page or next door, whatever they have.
Not the asshole. Fences make great neighbors. Sounds like this guy needs a privacy fence if he's so worried about people watching his family. Change your locks ASAP, and if you can afford it, build a fence. I wouldn't even talk to this guy anymore. Working out in the front yard sounds weird, like she wants people driving by or walking to see her. Not the asshole. I'm quite confused about the shut you windows if his are open. Is he trying to hide some noise, like he doesn't want you to hear him shouting or something? Also, as everyone else said, change the locks.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but what the hell are you doing? I would have called the cops ASAP when he went into your house to get to your fridge. Are we all just ignoring that, or am I actively misunderstanding something? He went into your house, and you did nothing?
I would change the locks ASAP. I would also get a camera or 2. If what you say is true, it seems like this could escalate pretty quick. If it does, you would want the video as your proof. I would also put a "no trespassing" sign up. Lastly, as much as I hate playing politics with neighbors, you have to do some damage control and basically talk to your neighbors to get their advice, not their opinion, and what they think you should do. When someone gives you advice, they want you to succeed. This gets them on your team.
Not the asshole. He saw me sitting on the front porch at 7 p.m. and he approached asking if I could go inside for 90 minutes till his wife finishes her workout in their front yard. I asked him what and he said he felt it was inappropriate for me to sit there while his wife works out. He's just bitter because he can't get free food from your house anymore. Sista can walk her ass inside and exercise there. Or take her ass to the backyard.
Not the asshole. Next time you're going to be out on the porch, knock on your neighbor's door and ask that he and his wife stay inside for 90 minutes because you think it's weird and intrusive that she works out specifically where she can see you relaxing and how uncomfortable it makes you feel.
Not the asshole. He's pushing boundaries hard, and seems like he might be unstable. This is beyond asking him to stop. This is telling him to stay off your property and filing a restraining order if he doesn't. He's clearly prepared to go scorched earth, so you need to read him off. Also, change your locks for Christ's sake.
You are the asshole. How Reddit ever believes shit like, yeah, I just let people break into my house even though I'm ex-cop and ex-military because I just keep forgetting he oopsies is beyond me. Enjoy the free karma I guess though.
Not the asshole. I hope that you have changed your locks. You don't need to change your routine on your own property to work around their routine, especially with such an out there request. Your neighbor is harassing you.
I hate repeat stories.
Not the asshole. Unless there's something big missing here, it seems like this guy is mad his friend moved and taking it out on you. When you drew your boundaries he lashed out. I would have changed my locks the minute I found out he had a key, but at this point like you said it's too long gone to do anything else. Honestly, seems like he's stalking you a bit and if he took it any further I'd probably try to get a protection order so he just leaves you alone.
Not the asshole at all, but get those locks changed now.
Why I am the only one feeling bad vibes here. Military. Cop-ish job. Now mall security. Why was this part of the story required? Yet all of this knowledge, but doesn't change the locks. Thinks his neighbor has broken into his house. I don't know man, but this feels all kinds of wrong to me.
Not the asshole. You shouldn't be forced to stay in your own home because he's asking you to. His requests are out of line and like you said, you're minding your own business. It's not like you're being a peeping Tom or anything, going out of your way to look through windows. Gross overreaction on his part in my opinion and I'd be fearing for my safety. Please stay safe.
Gee, no wonder the old owner left. The guy is an insecure control freak. Put cameras in case he goes in again. Change locks anyways. If he comes into your house without asking then it's up to you if you want to do anything. I'd still put up precautions. Have a paper trail as well. Not the asshole but be careful.
Not the asshole. Besides changing lock, perhaps invest in some security cameras. You never know what kinda crazy people are capable of.
Not the asshole. He is a house invader. He takes your vacuum. Food from your fridge. He doesn't get to dictate when you can be outside. I'm honestly having trouble understanding what the fuck is his problem.
Not the asshole. X 100,000. Sounds like you need to change your locks and talk to the police if this goes any further. This guy sounds like a Class A nutcase. And in terms of his wife, do what you want. It is your property. I wouldn't make it a point to be creepy but just do what you would anyway. But seriously, change your locks.
Not the asshole. Change the locks definitely, and maybe get a lawyer involved if he's spreading rumors. The last thing you want is some sort of sexual deviant label from him. By the way, he's the one sexualizing his wife's workout routine, not you.
Not the asshole. Change your locks and continue living life as you please. You don't owe him anything and if he ever comes to you with a stupid request, calls the cops in front of him for a harassment. Not the asshole. My first thought when I read this is that your neighbor may be mentally ill. The part where he says the same thing every time he sees you sounds it could be a short-term memory issue. The complaints about you watching his wife and looking through his windows sounds like paranoia. Have you introduced yourself to his wife? Maybe she, or another neighbor who knows him, could shed light on what his deal is. In the meantime, definitely change the locks and get to know other people around. Maybe some of them will become your allies. Neighbor, I know I've been committing felonies by burglarizing your home, but would you mind abiding by my completely unreasonable requests, the most important being that you don't go outside during specific periods of time that so happen to coincide with the times I see you hanging outside every day? No, get fucked. Neighbor, surprised Pikachu face. Not the asshole. Change the locks. Call the police. He's harassing you. Not the asshole. Please change your locks and, due to your occupation, I suggest reading through all the advice here about other steps to take. Your neighbor could, if left unfettered, create a situation where the rumors he starts get back to your work.
What the actual fuck is going on here? Get your shit together ASAP and grow a set.
Stop by with the mortgage payment. Ask them to pay for 2/3 since they are deciding when and where you can use your front and backyards. When they don't, just say you are taking this to your neighbors to enforce. Any just stare. Don't talk, don't budge.
Not the asshole. Your neighbor is a whack job and making unreasonable requests. The first thing I always did when moving into a NDW place was to change the locks. You never know how many copies of keys are out there. As to the other requests, ignore him. You are living your life on your own property. Or if he asks you to go inside while his wife works out, turn it around and ask that his wife stop working out in the front yard while you're enjoying your porch. Don't let his kids out while you're walking your dog. Close his windows because yours are open, etc. I also agree with some other comments and get a security system as this may escalate.
Hey, from one vet to another, hit me up if you need to talk. You sound a bit depressed. Change your locks though. Neighbor sounds like a douche. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Change your locks immediately. Being ex-military, do you have a gun in your home? If so, that's a major liability if he brings his children into your home without permission and probably poor supervision. I'd also file a police report for any missing items. This man sounds unhinged and I'm wondering why the neighbor actually moved away.
Not the asshole. This dude is delusional. You will be better off if not seeing him as a friend. He is not a friend. He is a bully and a narcissist. Also, if he is defaming you, looks like he is, contact a lawyer.
NTA ensure your dog is microchipped. Change your locks tomorrow. Install cameras both inside and outside. If you can see into his front yard easily, maybe consider some cedars or hedges making it difficult to see. Over. Something is not quite right with this individual. Start a log with date, time and reason for interaction as a precaution. It's your front yard and be able to enjoy as well. The neighbor is a sociopath and will constantly push boundaries.
I think I know why the old neighbor moved away.
Not the asshole. Here you are, an ex-serviceman, ex-emergency services, now working as a security guard. Someone people should look to as an upstanding citizen, someone they can trust and feel safe around. And here's this dude, spreading rumors about you like you're some kind of creep. It boils my fucking blood, mate.
Not the asshole. Wow. Just wow. Change your locks and ignore them all. That man has some serious boundary issues.
Dude, change the locks and stand your ground. You seem like a chill guy. I'm sorry for your recent loss.
It's actually hilarious, and scary at the same time, that he thinks breaking into your house and stealing your food is fine, but being outside in your own house when his wife just happens to be working out is unacceptable. Far and away not the asshole, this man has to be virtually insane.
I don't understand why you didn't completely freak out when your new neighbor entered your house without permission. That's the strangest thing ever.
Has he asked the entire neighborhood to not walk outside when his wife is working out?
Why are you posting? You already know the answer.
Not the asshole. Change the locks immediately. This man seems a little weird in his demands. You're on your property doing nothing at all that is wrong or disrespectful. If you meet the neighbors who have listened to this man, smile and wish them a pleasant day. Eventually they may realize you're okay. Everyone sucks here. He is an unreasonable ass and you are just karma whoring when it's clear as day to anyone with a single brain cell that he's being unreasonable. Hope all the pats on the back here stroke your ego well.
Not the asshole and change your freaking locks, OMG.